This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Azim, who's looking up and eyeing up the food here at Box Park.
I'm trying to decide which burger should I get off the fight, because I always wanted to get some sideman food, but I've never had it. So yeah.
So this is your post-fight meal.
My post-fight meal, probably that classic burger with the Nashville tenders right there, or the
right.
You know.
We'll make sure Jake knows to get the order in then for Saturday. But firstly, obviously ahead of Saturday night, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very well, thank you. The first defence of that EBU title. How excited are you now, Enock Poulsen, start 2024 off with a bang?
Yeah, I'm very excited to start the year with a bang. I want to put a dominant performance on Saturday night, explosive performance as well, and hopefully get that knockout victory.
When you look at the challenge of Enock Poulsen, what does he bring to this fight, which maybe you haven't previously had to face?
I don't think he brings nothing to the table to me. I don't think he's a good boxer, but I don't think I'm levels above him. Like, I'm definitely levels above him. I have to take this fight because it's mandatory, but he's in my way and he's stopping me from winning a world title. I've got to do what I have to do. So.
I've asked a few people this question, Caroline and Ben Whittaker. I'll ask yourself as well. You fall in that category of boxing so early into 2024. How much of a benefit is that for you? Because if you come through Saturday unscathed, you can really kick on and have an enjoyable, busy, active remainder of the year.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I've already fought 2 fights back to back in a space of a couple of months, so I really didn't have time to, enjoy myself. So I had the Fanyan fight, then I had the Frank Petterjohn fight. I only had 1 week of rest. I didn't get to rest after that. Then I had another week of rest because I had this fight. So this will be my 3rd fight, back to back. So after this fight, obviously got fasting coming up. So this will probably be the last fight before my fast. Ramadan coming up, and then after this I'll be back in early June.
Adam, interviewing you at the back end of last year, you said to me, by the end of this year, you believe you'd be there or thereabouts, maybe fringe, if not world level. Do you still stand by that? Do you believe that if you follow the plan, we will see you competing in those types of fights?
Well, the plan of me winning the EBU title, the youngest guy to win it, and the quickest guy to win it, then yeah, the plan is to do the same thing. So, edge my way up to the world stage, edge my way up to the world level, the rankings. That's my.
Who else are you looking at, Adam? Who else are you targeting for the rest of this year?
To be honest, I haven't looked at anyone yet, but I've got some couple of names I want to fight. Like I don't know, like you've got a couple names I always wanted to fight. George Linares, like hopefully next year sometime, or but this time on Saturday I want to do my due, and then hopefully do a homecoming in South.
Obviously, a domestic rival who you've been linked with, Dalton Smith's got a very interesting fight with Zepeda coming up. What do you make of that fight?
Yeah, it's a great fight. Obviously, he's stepping up in the world level now. He has to, because he's 15-0. That's the best time for him to go up there. He's climbing up the rankings. Hopefully, us two will have it down the line somewhere, and hopefully that will be a big fight.
That's something I was going to ask you. Obviously, I'm sure you're fed up of talking about it, but one thing we've learned in the sport is sometimes if you wait a little bit too long, one of you might slip up. Is that on your mind at all? Because that could be a huge domestic fight.
To be honest, we're doing what we're doing right now. We keep winning titles. We keep going up the rankings. We both, obviously we don't want to slip up because we want that fight to make happen down the line. So hopefully it will happen.
Another one I'll put on the table is Tank Davis. Now, reports emerged he might fight in the UK next. With that in mind, I remember interviewing again last year, you said out of all of those names, the Tanks, the Ryans and what have you, he's the one that really excited you the most because of his explosive nature of how he finishes opponents. Do you want to throw your hat into the mix?
Not yet, but if he is fighting in the UK, I'll go definitely watch him. I'm very intrigued like who he's actually fighting in the UK. Like some say Conor Benn, some say what's his name, Jack Catchall. I don't know, like Joe Cordina, I saw on his thing as well. So I don't know who he's actually fighting in the UK.
Who would you personally say would be the one that makes the most sense? I've said Joe Cordina, but I got a bit slated for some reason around it. But he seems to be the most logical. Super feather, planning to move up to lightweight where Tank is currently operating.
I think Conor Benn probably give Tank a very good fight. So I think everyone in the UK would be Conor Benn for me.
And just a couple of fights on the horizon, I'll get your thoughts on. Fury, Usyk, that undisputed bout, what's your thoughts?
Fury all the way. Too big, too skillful. Obviously he didn't really train for the Ngannou fight, but there's going to be levels to his game. He's definitely going to dominate Usyk.
Joshua Ngannou?
Joshua. I think Joshua knocks him out. Ngannou's tough, but I think Joshua's got that power to knock him out. So.
One which has divided opinion on that undercard, Joseph Parker and Zhang.
That's a good fight, actually. That's a very good fight. I think Zhang. Yeah, Zhang's going to be in. Zhang's just a southpaw, very tricky, but I think probably just beats him, on points, I reckon.
And then just a final one, sorry to end on. It was announced a couple of days ago, Keith Thurman and Tszyu.
Oh, that's a good fight. Keith Thurman, I've not seen him in the scene for a while, so it's been such a long time he hasn't fought, so we'll see how he is, but I don't know who's going to win that one. So,
Right, Adam, I appreciate your time. Good luck on Saturday night. Thank you for speaking to me.
Thank you.